What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and I am in an extraordinarily good mood today because, things are tough out there. Job market's slowing down a little bit. The economy's in allegedly in recession, although the definition for some reason just changed. And as a media critic and amongst other things that I do as a job, I feel today that I will have even more job security than maybe I've ever had before. Now, I've talked about the Doctor Who show and the disaster that Jodie Whittaker's season has been. And, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This is just something that, like, my critics who just read the title and don't actually watch it in the video always seem to miss out. I don't believe that Doctor Who set legendarily low rating simply because of Jodie Whittaker. In fact, when the show premiered, it had immense viewership. So that proved in and of itself that people were interested to tune in and see what Jodie Whittaker was going to bring to the show. Unfortunately, what surrounded Jodie Whittaker was some of the most garbage, lazy writing that the show's ever seen in its 50 plus years. That said, we see this all the time with popular American shows like Supergirl or Batwoman, who think that people will simply tune in because they enjoy the same, type of people in bed. It's difficult to really understand exactly what they think it's going to work, but just a quick flash rewind. If we go back to January this year, Doctor Who, the New Year's Day special, suffers its worst ratings since the show was rebooted 17 years prior, pulling in nearly 6 million fewer viewers than in 2018. The episode, which starred the current Time Lord, Jodie Whittaker, pulled in just 3.4 million viewers compared to 9 million in 2018. That's actually insane. The fact that they lost 60% of their viewers in just 2 years, check that, 4 years, I would say, right? 2022, yeah, is just massive. And you don't get that because people just don't like a whammon as the Time Lord or Lordess. Boy, this seems like a good option to run a certain sponsor, but I'm not going to do that. The special called Eve of the Daleks saw the Doctor become stuck in terrifying time loop. Don't care. Then we go to another report from 11/26, so late November that year. Doctor Who ratings worst ever, loses millions in viewers. The Doctor Who ratings continue to plummet as now the show has the worst ratings and has lost 1 million viewers in a matter of just 4 weeks. With Sunday's 4th episode, Village of Angels, Doctor Who saw its worst ratings with only 3.45 million people tuning in, down over 300,000 from the previous episode, which was already down 200,000 from the previous episode before that. Sunday's episode also marks a loss of almost 1 million viewers from the debut of, in just one season, they lose over 1 million viewers, and is now the lowest rated episode after season 12's Ascension of the Cybermen, which had only 3.71 million viewers. And they say, I will say, I had a hard time watching this episode as it wasn't available on Amazon Prime on Sunday for some reason. While I didn't check the BBC America until later, the episode aired or repeated around 4 a.m. on Monday, and I couldn't find it at another time, so I don't know if the episode didn't air in its original time slot. They watched the VOD through Roku. The episode was another good one, featuring fan favorite villains, the Weeping Angels. All sorts of stuff like that. But people tune out. And now, Doctor Who actor Neil Patrick Harris says the new Doctor will portray the first gay Doctor and black. So now if you don't tune in, you can look forward to being called both racist and bigoted. Or homophobic. So a double whammy if you don't tune in now. This actor... Mr. Gatwa, I don't want to mess up his first name, Niktoy Gatwa, I think is also LGBTQ in real IRL. That doesn't necessarily mean they play a gay character in real life, as Neil Patrick Harris played uber alpha male Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother, and he is in fact gay in real life too. Again, I don't care. I don't think that one's orientation in real life needs to match what they play on screen. Speaking to his experience filming the as of yet unnamed role in Russell T Davies' upcoming return to Doctor Who, actor Neil Patrick Harris appears to have confirmed that the incoming series lead will actually portray the first gay Doctor in franchise history. Harris, known for his many various roles, such as the analyst in The Matrix Revolutions, which was not good, and the villain in Dr. Horrible sing-along blog, I thought he was really good in 8-Bit Christmas, providing the inside upcoming series of Doctor Who, which recent interview given a Variety, guided towards the topic of the British sci-fi staple by host Mark Malkin. Harris began explaining how he joined the production, recalling, "I get a text from Russell Davies saying, so I'm doing this thing, I've written a thing, and there's a part you might like, I think it's delicious, and it's okay if I send it to you." I said, of course. And the actor then further teased, "It's great fun in ways I'm not allowed to discuss right now, but I had fun. I think Russell, it would be bad call to say no to him creatively." And then they go, stating that he had just wrapped filming scenes for the upcoming Doctor Who 60th anniversary special alongside former series star David Tennant and Catherine Tate, who retrospectively portrayed the 10th Doctor and his companion, Donna Noble. Harris then admitted that he was going into production. He didn't know much about Doctor Who. Fair enough. It was then that Neil Patrick Harris dropped the relevant tidbit of information, exclaiming to Malkin, he's glorious. And he's going to be the first gay Doctor, which is going to be super cool. So it'll be a spicier Who, he concluded, and I'm excited. With this reveal, the actor's incarnation of Doctor now has become the second LGBTQ Doctor to make his debut in the next era of Doctor Who. Thank God! During an appearance in the recent London Trans Pride event, previously cast actress Yasmin Finney confirmed that her character, a companion to Doctor Who named Rose, will, like herself, also be a trans woman. You see it covered here on Queerty, which covers LGBTQ news. Doctor Who's new Time Lord will be gay and spicier than ever. Star confirms. Again, it gets headlines, right? Just like the first male or first female woman to ever do anything in the history of histories with Jodie Whittaker, it drew a bunch of headlines. I don't think that there is anything inherently interesting about the romantic ties of Doctor Who, or any, it's not a romance. But, certainly this does reek of desperation to me. It also does set up a scenario. I'm not saying that they're doing this knowingly, but it sure sets up a scenario where, failure can be pretty easily deflected. They'll just say, the world just wasn't ready for the first gay black Doctor, and that's why we failed. Not, ignoring the fact that the show's ratings have been completely tanking over the last 3 or 4 years. I don't know if the world's just finally had enough Doctor Who, if Doctor Who didn't move fast enough to keep up with the times. From the people who really enjoy the show and watch it religiously, I see a common thread, and that's mostly around the writing. Now, I found the Doctor Who effects too kind of off-putting to get into, and I get it, like Doctor Who fans, I get it. Like, it's just part of the, it's part of the appeal of the show, and, it's not that big a deal, which I understand. For me, it was hard to get into. I think I checked in, around season 10 or 11, and I was like, I don't know, this is kind of weird, low B looking for a show that has so many viewers. I get it that that's part of the appeal and the kind of, I don't know, campiness, is that the right word for it? So maybe that just has finally aged out in a world where everyone's addicted to CGI from Marvel and Star Wars stuff. If people are just tuning out, if the writing's just that bad. Doctor Who fans, excuse us, Whovians, know to expect the unexpected when it comes to the adventures of the beloved Time Lord. Long-running BBC series regularly fiddles with its own formula and will be doing so in a big way in 2023 when it introduces its new Doctor. As per usual, not much is known about the upcoming regeneration. I'm sorry, it should be reimagining. Except that Russell T Davies from Queer as Folk, It's a Sin, will be returning as the showrunner for the first time in over a decade, with Heartstopper breakout Yasmin Finney as Doctor's companion. So you'll have a gay black doctor and a trans male as a companion. Is a trans female as a companion. I think that's what I got. And Neil Patrick Harris as a mysterious villain role. I wonder if he will also be gay. But it's the latter who's given us perhaps the most intriguing hint at what's to come. In addition to being played by a black actor for the first time, this time around, it will also be gay! Whoa! Oh my god! It says nothing about if the show will actually be good, but it sure does provide them one heck of a shield, doesn't it? A shield against criticism, a shield against accountability for failure. Now, I hope for Doctor Who fans that they get the show that they truly love. If they go over the top with the relationship stuff, I don't know how that's gonna play. Certainly, it hasn't been working out for them. The kind of the woke stuff hasn't really been working out for them over the past couple of years. So why not triple and quadruple down on it? I'm sure this will work perfectly. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.